We've got sales. I tried it and it worked. The reseller YouTuber that we're going to review today has more listings than anyone I've shared so far. Lots of sourcing in this video. Yes, we had some sales, and they pretty much all came in over the weekend because last week we had 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, with 0 sales. How about you? How was your week? And if you've been following our channel, you know that I've been analyzing some YouTuber resellers to see what their selling strategies are, what their pricing strategies are. And I tried one of the strategies, and we brought in from Friday to Sunday night, because this is Monday morning right now, and we sold gross sales $363, which is heading back up to what we used to do because it's been down for so long. After this experiment that I tried, $299 net sales, and I'm going to tell you all about it. If you're new here, I'm Vicki, and my husband Mark and I are resellers on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, primarily eBay. And first in this video, I'm going to show you what sold. We're going to pull the items, and I'm going to show you how I pack them. And in this video, I have lots of sourcing for you because Mark and I went out to several neighborhood sales and garage sales and things and found some things to resell. And just like the last two videos, the last two vlog videos, if you saw them, I'm going to do another reseller YouTuber analysis. Now, let me explain. I do not share their name, their username, their YouTube channel name, their store name. I don't share it, and I ask that you refrain from commenting with that information. I am not trying to spam these resellers. I'm not trying to ride off of their coattails on YouTube. So please, just like I'm not going to share their username or channel name, I ask that you do not do that either. You can share information you might know about their reselling strategies, but not their name. Thank you for that. And I'm excited about sharing this next reseller with you because she's doing really, really good. And my takeaway from my own video last week about the reseller YouTuber that I was analyzing was the 35% off sale. That's what I put on. And I didn't get my sales set to about Thursday, so I did go a couple of days without sales, and then the sales started coming in. And the sales have a wide range of prices, but the bottom line is they add up. And one of the takeaways from last week was that even the big resellers, yes, the big ones, sell a huge portion of items under $20. So let's take a look at these, and I've got them organized by lowest to highest. All right, first let's go over our sales. And because I have a lot of video for you this week, I'm going to go through these quite fast, although I am still going to show you how I packed everything. Well, most everything. Clothing I probably won't, but the other things I will. And I'm going to pop on the screen here what the listing looked like so you can see it. So let's get through this so we can move on to all the other great things in this video. A woman's blouse, Kathy Ireland, size XL. I had it listed for $19.95 and it was on sale for 35% off, which was $6.98. I received a $9 offer. Yes, only $9. And I accepted it because I do know that even our local consignment shop, $8 is the average price. Mark and I shopped the ReStore in a recent vlog, and I bought a grab bag of ink pen refills. Wait till you find out what was really in that bag that I didn't even know when I bought it. But I had my first sale. It's a cross refill rolling ball pen in black. Paid a whopping 10 cents for it when you averaged out everything in that bag. And it sold at full asking price of $9.95 plus ship. Sold a men's shirt, Stafford men's size large. I really don't like to buy size large, medium, small. I like XLs and larger for men's shirt and women's for that matter. I had it listed for $29.97. I got a $10 offer, and I bet you're thinking like I did initially, $10 when it's listed for $29? I don't think so, but I've been changing the way I look at this. I just need to start moving merchandise. And $9 was $1 more than the average consignment price. I accepted the $9 and I'm getting it out the door. I had this vintage made in Hong Kong plastic Santa Claus and sleigh, listed it in November of 2020. I had the price at $24.95 with a 35% off sale. That brought it down to $16.22. I got a low $10 offer. Did I accept it? Yes, I did. This is a Talbot's Women's 12P, P for petite. Petite is hard to sell. Size 12 is hard to sell. I had this blouse listed for $19.95, 35% off. Brought it down to $12.97 and it sold for $12.97. It had the offer. Oh, I forgot to say, all of these had make offer on them, and this one did too, but she paid the sales price of $12.97. This is an adorable lamp, a vintage or mid-century modern kitsch poodle table dresser lamp. I bought this at the ReStore. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Vicki.
Is it still morning?
No.
No, it's not, is it? What time is it?
It's 2:04.
2:04. I'm just running a little late today. We are looking for a lamp, a vintage lamp that we bought at ReStore. It's either over here or over here. It's kind of tall. Wait a minute. I think I see it. I think I see the shade. I think it's
behind the wood carving.
Yep, that's it. It's so cute. I didn't get as much as I thought I would when I bought it, but you know what? It's all about moving merchandise these days. Alrighty, thank you.
You're welcome.
Paid $4 for it, so I was hoping to get a little more than what I did. I had it at $24.95 on sale at 35% off. That brought it down to $16.22, but it sold on offer for $15. Get it out the door. A woman's denim skirt. I sell lots of denim skirts. This one is a New Direction size 16, and I paid $1 for it at a church rummage sale. I just bought it in March of this year. Had it listed for $29.97 with 35% off. That brought it down to $19.48. It sold on offer for $17 plus ship. This item has been listed for 2 years, since June of 21, a rare India etched antique brass dancing figure. In fact, we just went to this garage sale a week or so ago, and I bought the American Indian pottery from this lady, but I've had this listed for 2 years. We're looking for a made in India dancing figure brass. There's my brass section.
In the brass section, she's right out front.
I wonder if she was supposed to have a gong, you think? I had it at $39.95 with 35% off. That brought it down to $25.97, and I accepted an offer of $18. The Vicki a month ago would have said, there's no way I'm taking less than $25 for this. I'm changing my approach. It's all about move it, move it, move it. This is a Murano style art glass vase. We are now looking for a vase, which I see right in front of me. Do you see it?
I see it.
What do you remember about it?
It came from that big church sale, that 3-day church sale that we had all those boxes stashed for 2 years.
Oh, do you have to say that again?
I did.
You did. Hey, we paid $1 for it.
$1 and got how much? $19.48.
Thank you. Sounds like a good year. Listed it for $29.97, put it on sale at 35% off, and it had make offer on it, but they didn't make an offer, so it sold for $19.48. This next item was in one of our stash back videos earlier this year. They're 1983 Rockwell double hooks for coat rack or towel rack or robe rack, whatever. Paid 50 cents for the two. Listed them for $24.95. They were not on sale. I sent an offer of $19.99 and they sold. Sold another M.A. Hadley for Mary Hadley. One of the plates sold again. This one is the dog that you saw in last week's vlog, and it does have a chip on the back rim, no chips on the front. We bought these 3 plates at Goodwill for $3.99 for all, so that's $1.33 per plate. Back to the plate shelf, my lucky plate shelf lately, as I said last week. Looking for the M.A. Hadley for Mary Hadley. The dog, that's the cow.
Ooh.
Move on over. There it is. There's the dog. It's cute. Mark, you did good with this find. You know that Mary Hadley stuff sells. You did good.
I do.
And this one, I had it listed at $39.95 with 35% off. Sold for $25.97. Again, it had the offer feature on there, but they didn't see it or didn't use it, and it sold at 35% off for $25.97. And the last sale is a 3-count lot of pink depression glass Sunday dishes or tumblers. I listed these in March of this year. Bought them at a church rummage sale for $1.50 for all 3. And in fact, these are from a stash bag haul too, if you've seen those videos. I had them at $39.95, 35% off, brought them down to $25.97. Again, it was on sale and it still had the make offer feature on there. I assume they didn't see it, but my takeaway is I was so worried about having the make offer feature on at the same time I'm running a sale. You know, I used to go in and edit it and take off make offer and put the sale on and put make offer back when the sale was over. Not going to do it anymore. I'm not. And these 3 glasses sold for $25.97. I have $1.50 invested. So not too bad, you think? I mean, we're pretty happy with it. Have our sales been better than this? Yes, we've had far better sales than this, but at least it's going in the right direction. And one more thing that I did. I heard about this through the grapevine, and I still don't really know if there's any truth to it, but as you know, eBay opted all of us into international shipping, whether we like it or not, and you have to go in and you have to find your site preferences and you have to uncheck it if you don't want to be on international shipping. I prefer to pick and choose on what items I like to ship internationally, and I sure don't want to ship glass internationally or large items. So I unchecked it, and I think I did that on Wednesday. Remember, we had no sales on Tuesday or Wednesday. I unchecked that, set the sales, I believe, on Thursday, and the sales started coming in. Is it a coincidence? Maybe. Does it have anything to do with unchecking that box for international shipping? I have no idea. I can't prove anything. We can never prove anything when things are going on behind the scenes on eBay. But our sales picked up, and I think the 35% off sale is really, really, truly what did it. Do you have sales on? Let me know. Leave a comment. Remember, I'm going to pop in and out in between our sourcing and our thrifting to share with you my analysis of a YouTuber reseller. So I'll see you here and there. Mark is taking time now to clean the windows just in case I find something to video along the way. It's Saturday morning and we are heading to Golden Corral this morning. And Mark and I want to say thank you to Jalen for buying us cups of coffee, which actually we're going to apply to Mark's breakfast at Golden Corral. Senior Citizen Day.
Woohoo! And thank you.
As I said, it's Saturday morning, and after we have breakfast at the Golden Corral, we are going to an estate sale and a couple of neighborhood sales. As Shasta daisies bloomed, aren't they beautiful? Honestly, you can't beat $9.99, including your sweet tea at Golden Corral. No, this is not a paid infomercial, but it is a really good deal for seniors. So I encourage you, if you have a Golden Corral, to check out their breakfast buffet and get a fresh made omelet. Thank you very much. It looks beautiful. Looks great. Look at that omelet. Our first stop is an estate sale somewhere around here. I think I see the sign. Is that a sign? There's the house. We need to head to the back. I don't know if it's in the house too or just out back. I'm not sure yet. I always bring my basket. It's BYOB.
Well, somebody
Yep.
brought their own little shopping bag. And actually, we've got one over here that'd be perfect for that. Oh, it's over there in the wheelchair. It's nice and deep.
A lot of people carry those IKEA bags when they go, out looking for things. I think that's too big and bulky for me.
Oldies. I can remember my grandfather drinking iced tea out of them. He always had to have the big one.
Joan. I've never heard of Joan, but that doesn't mean anything. Oh, look at the nutcrackers. That's pretty good size.
That's a big one.
How much are they?
They're both 2 for $15.
Okay. They look like twins.
Yep.
So nothing in the house, just out here?
Whatever's on that sign that's written on that thing right there.
Oh, probably just furniture, huh? In the house, probably.
Yeah, we've got some depression glass and a piano and some pictures.
Oops. What is that little perfume bottle? It says $2 on it. Is that the price? Rowan Restore, $2. Little perfume bottle. It says $2 on it from the original price.
Oh, yeah. That's what I paid for it. So, yeah, I'll take $2 for it.
So it's your stuff, huh?
Yeah.
That's cute. I'll do that for $2.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That little dress is adorable. Did you wear this when you were little?
I don't know if that was one of mine or not.
Oh.
I saved everything. I've got every tooth that ever came out of my head.
I don't have that.
If you're interested in pottery, I got a bunch of pottery inside, but I just didn't bring it out.
Kind of prices, like I don't recognize this one, but what do you have on that?
Yeah, I gotta have 7 on that.
7?
Yeah, that's very well made. And I think at one time I looked up that mark or that name. I should have wrote it on the tag, but it's a good name. It's a decent name. Some of it might have been some stuff we bought. Yeah, those are nice too. Well, you probably know what they are.
No, never seen them before.
Yeah,
Either one.
Pretty collectible, yeah.
So here's our car boot haul. I picked up this perfume bottle and it's absolutely gorgeous. It was $2 originally. I haven't researched it, but it's going to be either listed at $24 or $29.95. Originally $2, and I paid $2. We put back some of the plates and ended up with these. I have 2 the same and this pattern. Eschenbach, Germany. Paid $7 for the 3. They could be worth up to $30 each. So who do I have for you today? Well, that will remain a secret. As I said, I don't want to look like I'm spamming them or riding off their coattails. So please do not leave their YouTube or username or eBay store name in your comment, but you can leave any other information that you might know about this particular reseller YouTuber if you happen to figure her out. So what can I tell you about her? She lives in a smaller town, a borough, about a half-hour away from where most of the thrift stores are. In her town, the population is about 3,500, so I would say that's quite small. But a half-hour away, the population is over 75,000, and that's where she'll find the majority of her thrift stores, including a Goodwill and a variety of others. In her own town, there's a Salvation Army, but I couldn't find a Goodwill. On to the next sale. Havana Farm. Never been here. Church rummage sale in barn. I think it's a fundraiser for the youth group. So this is the dollar section.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotta love that. Bath and Body Works. I think I'm gonna want this. It's got a little bird on it. I don't think it's chipped. It's signed. Oh, the lid is chipped. It's $1 though. I think I'll take a chance on this because of the bird on it. Oh, here's another pottery piece. This one's signed.
Whoops.
It's unique. Might take a chance. Oh, Kay's collection, Dollar Tree. Nice, but it's not anything fancy, you know? Watermelon bowls. I remember everything was watermelon back in the 1980s. Trans pack. Dollar tables. We're trying to shop fast and see what we can find. Oh, that's a little candle wicking, but it's not in that great a condition. New box. Hallmark. Mud pie. Mud pie for $1? Do that. Christopher Radko. Are they really? Take a chance. Manga burger. As I said recently, I'm not getting coffee cups when I pick up coffee cups. Not sure how much this is going for, but it's $1. It's MISC. She's been a member on eBay since 1999. From the sales she's had, she's left over 35,000 feedback. That is amazing. That's a lot of feedback. Did she get that much feedback from her buyers? Of course not. She's received, though, over 15,000 feedback. That comes to about 42% of her sales resulted in feedback, a little bit higher than the person I reviewed last week. So don't expect 50% or more of your items that you've sold to result in feedback. It just doesn't happen. We found a few things, and the prices are pretty fair.
We're being watched.
Yes, we are. Look at that little cute face. 2 of them. Oh my gosh, they melt your heart, don't they? Let's do the car boot haul. I bought a blouse for myself, nothing special, for 50 cents. And this, I didn't check comps on this, but it's brand new, so I decided to take a chance on it for $1. It's a puzzle. Sometimes you just grab things. These I picked up because it says Christopher Radko.
There's an extra one in there. There's only supposed to be 4, but there's an extra one.
I thought it looked a little odd, but Christopher Radko, of course, I picked that up for $1. This looks like a little soap dish. It's pretty plain, but it's mud pie. Paid 50 cents. I don't know yet what I'm listing these things for. And I bought a single coffee cup only because it's Longaberger and maybe someone broke one and needs to add one to their set. I didn't even check comps on it. Picked it up for $1. I mean, it is a donation, you know, anyway. And another mud pie piece. This is a Santa Claus little plate. It's probably not in perfect condition, but it was $1. Again, I have no idea what these are going for. I have to do some research. And 2 pieces of pottery because they were only $1 each. And this one is signed, although I don't know if it's anybody Brooks, but took a chance on it for $1. And one more little pottery piece that has a little bird on it, and it has a lid. The lid has a chip here, signed. I have no idea who it is yet. I think it says Sydney, but picked it up because of the bird. Probably worth about $29.95, paid $1. They're still watching us. I swear that one on the left just smiled at me. So cute. She does have quite a few followers in her eBay store, probably her YouTube subscribers, and that's over 3,000. Does that result in a lot of sales to her subscribers? I don't think so. I know there are some, but I checked at least the last 100 comments, and none of them appeared to be from a subscriber of her YouTube channel. For those of you who keep saying, oh, they're making all these sales because they're YouTubers, I do not believe that to be true. Do you make some sales? Of course you do. There's only 1 or 2 YouTubers out there that I believe make most of their sales from their subscribers. This isn't one of them. But of course, like all the others, she gets some. We're in Sugarwood, and we come here every year. So let's see if we can find some sales. I think I see 1 or 2 or 3. Hello there. Cute hat. So this is what we just bought. Mark found this.
It's the Atari Flashback 2. And it's got like 10 or 12 games built into it. It works and looks just like the old original Atari.
So $5, maybe 40, that will work. And this buyer's was 15 with the Santa broke, so I got the table, little figures for 5. Look how cute this porch is. They added it on, just adorable. Yard sale. This is kind of cute. It has a starburst pattern. I'm not sure how old it is though. And it's Royal China. At 5. Ended up getting this for 3 instead of 5. And like I said, it's a starburst pattern. It's not the oldest starburst pattern that I've seen, but I'm willing to take a chance on it, and we can take it apart for shipping it. This is really pretty. It's a vintage photo album for the old square photos. These are vintage crystals. That's 25 cents for doing that. A little gorilla ganga for 25 cents. So what do we have here in the car boot haul? The Ganga paid 25 cents, could be worth $25 to $30. These photo albums that I picked up were 25 cents each. They could be worth about 18. They were 25 cents. I've been seeing these shoestrings. Maybe they're free. They're getting them with some shoes they're buying, but I thought I'd try these at 25 cents each. I don't know what they're worth. And this for 25 cents. I could tell by the weight, they're glass and they're little crystals. I assume they are going to go on some type of candle holder or a lamp, but they are glass, they are crystal, they're probably not perfect. It's 25 cents for the grab bag, so I took a chance. Maybe that's something I could put on auction. Here are some basic stats. She has over 8,600 items in her store. That is the most that I've come across so far. Out of those 8,600 items, she has 4,700 that are under $20. Does that sound familiar? Where have I heard that before? Selling things under $20. And she has 1,800 items between $20.01 and $29.99, 1,800 items. But let's break down the under $20. From 1 penny, which of course she doesn't have anything for sale for 1 penny, up to $10, she has 773 items, which is 9% of her total listings. But from $10.01 to $19.99, she has over 3,800 items, which comes to 44% of her total listings. 44% of her listings in her store are between $10.01 and $19.99. Another popular price point is between $30 and $39.99, where she has over 800 items, or 10% of her store. Does she run sales? Is she running a 35% off sale? Is she running a 50% off sale? What do you think? Think about that one. I'll tell you in a little bit. Got a bunch of antiques and various things. Looks like they might sell at flea markets. Look at these photos. Hey honey, I hate to say it, but this looks like Zuckerberg. Doesn't it look like Zuckerberg?
It does.
Oh my gosh. This might be the same person. Dapper. Oh, look at this. Look at that old car. Look at these guys. What year do you think, Mark?
No clue.
A long time ago. It's a brass frame with a sweet mom and daughter. Oakland Marin Petaluma Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts. Way, and it's a little after 12, a little after noon, so it's hard to say if anybody is still open. We went past the 55 Chevy. We thought we'd try to catch a glimpse of it. Grand Harbor on a lake, and this is Boone Lake. Little trinket dish, Vienna, Austria. Sugared eggs. This is kind of sweet. 3 handkerchiefs framed. Frame's nothing fancy, but $2. Old Mouse Creek School, 84. A snowman, Yankee Candle. Yankee Candle, 50 cents each. Pure one. I used to have this pattern, this little house pattern. Look at this vintage, kind of mid-century maybe, mid-century modern, probably quarter, 50 cents maybe. 8 o'clock, 14 count. Car boot haul. The 8 o'clock at $3, originally $24.99. Well, I might just price it back to $24.99. And this is the wild card here. Somebody bought the salt and pepper shakers and forgot the toothpick holder. So I have no idea what this is worth. The little Vienna, Austria trinket dish. It's porcelain, 50 cents. I'll probably put it at $24.95. Expected to sell between 15 and 20. I don't know what these are going for right now, but because they are Yankee Candle and they were 50 cents, I couldn't resist. Originally $9.99, but this is from 2011, so it might go for more. I assume it goes for more because they're no longer making this one. This one is also Yankee Candle. What's the date on here? Can't see the date, but it has a number on it, so that makes it easy to research. 50 cents, can't go wrong really with Yankee Candle. And then the salt and pepper shaker and the wood holder. You rarely see the complete set. I'll have to check comps through these and see what they're going for. Let's talk about what kind of items she sells in her store. Clothing, predominantly women's clothing, is the category with the most items. Over 3,200 items, with almost all of it being women's clothing, because I found only 94 items that were men's. That was surprising to me. After that, she has about 1,700 items under collectibles, 944 which is in pottery and glass, but that could also be under collectibles as well. It could be in two categories. Crafts, over 600 items, and there are many, many other categories. I'm not going to go into all of them. Really pretty backyards, wouldn't you say, Mark, to have a lake in your backyard?
Covered boat dock.
Yeah, covered boat dock and everything. I just spent $10 at our last stop for the day. They were packing up. I got a pair of Keds, women's shoes, size 11. For $3. They look in really good condition. A pair of Cole Haan. I'm not sure really what these are worth, but these were $3. They're in really good condition. This Grounds for Murder game, it's new sealed. I couldn't get on the internet here, so I took a chance on that at $2. And the summer camp is open, but she said everything's there, and that was $2. We just wrapped up that neighborhood. I probably shouldn't have bought that camp game because there's too many on eBay, but I couldn't check comps because the internet wasn't working. Anyway, with that said, wrap it up, get lunch, head home.
Hamburger.
Yeah, cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger.
See you later. Does she use make offer? Yes, she does. And how many items are on offer? Over 2,200 items have the offer feature, which is about 26% of her listings. She has returns accepted on almost everything, with free returns on over 500 items. Are you excited about going out to sales today?
I'm thrilled.
I bet you are. And I am so lucky to have a husband who supports the reselling business. But then again, he is the business. He's part of the business. It's not just me.
So, let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started. What are you waiting on? Let's go. Bye. Oh wait, you're the driver. Come on. These are some neat bolos. Yeah, they're cute. I'm gonna get some of these. Cute. Interesting little shelf. What is that unusual planter? That is very odd.
I know where Hog Hog is.
Oh, creamer.
Caps. Eastern Star Road. Caps.
Buckabees.
Like a little bean pot. I think it's missing its lid though. Oh, I would leave it just like it is. I wouldn't clean it up at all.
That came from England, actually. My mother was from England, and her aunt sent it.
Yeah.
My aunt, her sister-in-law sent it to me.
From England. Sweet. $2 for that.
That's why there's Princess Diane stuff.
I think it's in good shape. We always see the bottom but not the top. It's $1. Car boot haul. Mark, what did you find here?
It's a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNS001, so it's an older model, I believe.
Yeah, and I looked it up and we found a sold top for $49. I'll insert that here. And we paid $5 for it. The lady said this is from England, but it's not marked. However, it has a horse, equestrian, going for it, and two dogs, two hunting dogs. And it's just really sweet. We're not going to clean this up. We're going to sell it like it is. I paid $2 for it, and I'll probably put it at $29.95. I expect it will sell between $20 and $25. It's a little letter holder, or napkin holder, I guess. This is a Snow Baby, Walt Disney Snow Baby, Department 56. So it has 3 things going for it. I do have to glue a little something on it. It's, like we said, Snow Baby and Mickey. And I'm not going to take it completely out. Paid $1 for it. I bet it's worth about $25. I'm not sure who made this yet. It might be Indiana Glass, but we always find the bottom of it, but we never find the lid. So it was $1, and I don't know, I'll probably put it at $24.95. On these bolos, I didn't look any of them up, but I got all 4 $5. And I just like the fact that this one has an eagle and some stones. This one here has some inlay of some chipped turquoise. This one here has a buck and a little turquoise, and this one has the Indian chief. So for that reason, because of the designs, I picked these up. I'll probably put each one at $24.95, and I paid $5 for all 4. The lowest price item in her store is just over $5 with free ship. That's not a lot of money to be made on that, but don't worry, she's making money. The highest price in her store, would you believe, over $2,000? That one has plus ship. See a garage sale sign. I think we finally found it. Oh good, there's the sale. I see stuff. Those are neat lamps. Metal. How much are your little critters?
I bought them there.
Maybe, yeah.
2 a piece. They're sandcast.
What would you do if I bought them all? These are, that's a different name, but most of these are the Sandcast.
All the Sandcast?
Yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13 of them. $20.
Okay, all right, I'll talk it over with my hubby here. Thank you. They're cute as can be.
Yeah, my mom, that's one of the only thing that she collected was Sandcast.
Really?
Yeah, she's
Wow.
got some that I'm keeping that were the endangered species animals and stuff.
Yeah.
That lady was really good that did that. She quit, her son took over, and they started making them in China. They're not made like that anymore.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's pretty nice. That's a Sandcast too. So we're gonna get all these little Sandcast animals. It says US and foreign, but we're gonna get all of these for $20, including the dolphin and including the parrot. For $20, we're gonna get all of these. So what else do we have here? McAdoos, which I sometimes like to say Mikados. McAdoos. What's this here? Longer burger. If they're not scuffed up at the top, like we often find, Tupperware, sugar is $1.50. I think I might get these. $1. Okay.
I've got them at
Yeah.
2 sets.
How much are these little plaques? It was 4. Oh, it's a set.
4 of them.
Yeah. Here's something else that I noticed that was quite interesting. Now, I watch a lot of her videos, so I pretty much know what kind of things she picks up and what she's looking for. But when I looked at the numbers of items in her store, active listings, I looked at new versus used. She has over 2,700 items that are brand new. New in box, new sealed, new whatever. They are listed as new. That equates to 31% of her listings are new versus used, which is over 5,500 items, comes out to about 64% of her store. So yes, most of her items, 64% are used, but 31% brand new items. I'd say that's pretty good to find that many new items to resell. This is a little butter crock. It's 3, maybe I can get it for 2. Will you check the snap on that, please, and make sure there's nothing broken? These are lockdown locks. Look at these cute little wooden, oh my gosh, why is that so heavy?
We have fruits in there. We had
one's not heavy, this one is heavy. Oh, it's cropped in it. $3 each. We've got some wear. This one looks newer. That last sale was a lot of fun, wasn't it, Mark?
Oh, yeah.
We found out they're friends of our neighbors, and so we had a good time chatting with them, and I found some really, really great vintage items there. They had already wrapped it up for me, and I couldn't do the car boot haul. But as you saw there, before you watched this clip, I checked marked the things that I bought. So where does she thrift? I've already said she lives in a small town with a handful of thrift stores. She needs to drive about a half-hour away to the bigger towns, the bigger cities, to do most of her shopping at thrift stores. Maybe even to go to all the sales that she goes to, because like us, and probably like you, she hits up the neighborhood sales and the church rummage sales and garage sales. So she has a go-to list. And like us, she often frequents the same sales year after year. So she has lots of sourcing opportunities, but sometimes she has to drive a little bit. So she probably has a list of sales that she goes back to every year. And she does have a lot of sourcing opportunities, but as said, she may have to drive about a half hour to go to most of them. Many times crossing the state border, just like we live in Kingsport and we go to Bristol, Tennessee to shop the thrift stores. Well, she crosses the border as well to go thrifting. We're looking for another sale, and this one is a garage sale. On the left, got the big shelf and two little shelves. You've heard me say before that this Homeco stuff still can sell. Whoops, my tag is caught. And although the patterns don't match exactly, I could still sell them as a set or sell them separately. But I'll show you here what they're worth. Paid $5 for all. What about her social media? She's not on Whatnot. I assume Poshmark and Mercari, but I'm not really sure. I tend to think she just sells on eBay and probably on Facebook Marketplace. She doesn't have a Facebook group that I know of, and I don't know if she's on Instagram. And does she promote her listings? I have no idea. No way to tell. On the right. Is that a police car? Well, let's park behind it because that's our best spot to park. Garage sale number 1 and garage sale number 2 over there. I keep losing that one. I ended up buying the shoe polish for $18 for all because just one will go for about $8. And these are used for dress boots, dress shoes, and it's a high-end brand. They're worth about $8 each. Let's talk about her sales. You know, eBay shows us things in a 90-day period. So in the last 90 days, she has sold over 850 items. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Pretty darn impressive. It's actually 870 items sold. Divide that by 3 months, comes to an average of 290 sales a month. Wouldn't that be great if all of us had 290 sales per month? I mean, that is fabulous. We are celebrating our 19th anniversary this weekend, and since we've been out garage sailing all morning, we thought, well, you know what, we're not that far from Norton, Virginia, so we're heading up here to our favorite restaurant, Fishtails, for an anniversary lunch. So that's where we're heading right now, and there's a thrift store in the plaza, so we might stop in there too. Her lowest price sold was $7.99 with free ship. Her highest price sold, would you believe, over $1,100 plus ship? Yes, over $1,100 was her highest price sale. And what do you think it was for? On this one, I'm going to tell you, nail polish strips. I don't even wear nail polish. Nail polish strips. She's got a good eye for buying things to resell. Who paid $1,100 for nail polish strips? Maybe a nail salon? Maybe? Maybe. I compared her recent sales numbers, which I just obtained this past weekend, to a month ago. Her sales are down a little bit, They're down about 13%. I am seeing that across the board, that everyone is down in their sales some. As far as her inventory, she's up a little bit. That could be because the sales were slower or that she's been adding a lot more inventory. It's always hard to say. But a month ago, she had just over 8,400 items in her eBay store, and now she has over 8,600. Again, it could be because the sales slowed a little bit or because she's listing more, but the bottom line is she has over 200 more items in her store than she did a month ago. We're stopping at the scenic overlook because it's so gorgeous. Let's do a time lapse. I haven't answered the question, does she do sales? Does she run sales? She ran a few back in March from 5 to 10% off, very small sales. But no, she doesn't have a sale on in her store. I couldn't find a sale on anything that I looked at. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. Since her last sales were in March that I could identify. And she has no sales going on for April and May, and yet still, in the last 3 months, I know that includes March, but in the last 3 months, she's sold over 870 items without a sale going on. So how does she make these sales? The make offer feature. Probably sending offers and accepting offers. Fishtails. So who do we have in here? Oh, look at that pretty blue one back there. And we got an orange one. Kind of pinkish orange. Coral color. Anybody down here? I don't see anybody hiding. Not the diver. One of my favorite things are these tiny little hush puppies. Aren't they cute? We take half of it home and then some. And here's our anniversary dessert. Molten chocolate lava cake and vanilla ice cream. Yum. That's too big. It's too big. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, hot.
Oh, it's molten.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? It's so pretty cut. What kind of things does she like to sell? Very simple. I can say it in 2 words. Brand name. Brand name items. If it's unmarked and she doesn't already know what it is and can identify it quickly, because she doesn't really take time to check comps when she's sourcing. She's just grab it, put it in her bag, grab some more, put it in her bag, maybe check a few comps here and there, but she will pick it up, research a handful of things, but many of the things she already knows that the brand name will sell. And it doesn't matter about the price, meaning she buys small ticket items, and it doesn't matter if it's a $10 item or a $50 item. If her experience tells her it will sell, most likely it's a brand name that will sell, she buys it. So how many years have you been married?
56.
56. And how's it been for you on the Mrs.?
Well, we've had our rough times up and down, but we're still together.
I think it's fantastic. You know, that's a number that we won't be able to reach, Mark, because we got married later in life. But thank you for the candy. Thank you for the little handout. And I hear you were a school bus driver and used to give candy out on the school bus.
Oh, yeah.
Tootsie Rolls, so people would clean up their trash on the bus. I think that's wonderful. We enjoyed meeting you, really.
Enjoyed
really
meeting you. That's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thumbs up?
Wow.
Do you do thumbs up? Jeez. And because you're probably wondering, here's some of the brand names. I have to read them off. Lennox, Disney, Hallmark, Longaberger, Oneida, Starbucks, Jim Shore, Vera Bradley. Clothing might be Lane Bryant or Torrid. I really didn't get into the clothing very much, but it's all about the name brand. Brand matters. We're still in the same shopping center. The restaurant was down here, Fishtail, so now we're going into the Red Barn thrift store. I know that it's mostly closed, but we're gonna take a look anyway. That's kind of a cool sofa, is it not? Look at that. Honey, $50. It could be ours. Not our style though, but I think it's actually quite cool.
I think it's got a broken leg.
Aw. Oh well, let's go in. Looks like they expanded over there. Look at those with the blue stem. $1.99 on sale. They look familiar. These are heavy. And these are marked longer burger. I might have to do a Google image on those. And these look like crystal. I don't see any markings, but that's pretty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Longer burger. $6.99. Mark is finding utensil marks on the large dinner plates, so we're going to pass. But otherwise, I would have gotten these. But I'm not going to buy them just for the salad plates. I won't do that. First, she's impressive. She's a go-getter. She knows what to buy. And I imagine she works this far more than full-time, like most of the really big YouTuber resellers do. The eBay sellers. You have to hustle. You've got to really put in the time and effort. And she's going for a lot of inventory in her store, which we all know is getting a little bit harder to find. And that's part of the reason why I think it doesn't matter to her whether it's a $10 item or a $1,000 item. It's merchandise that she knows, that she's identified, most likely by brand name. She's identified that it will sell, and she buys it up and gets it listed and gets it sold. I know that a lot of us can't find those brand names in our local area. We might have to travel like she does, a half hour away from where she lives, to find the bigger city neighborhood and church rummage sales and the higher end or more affluent neighborhood sales and church rummage sales, and maybe pay up a little more at those sales to get good quality merchandise that she can flip for a really good profit. For her, it's all about the brand. Absolutely all about the brand. She buys new whenever she can, loves new stuff, and you know what? It doesn't matter if it's a box set of dishes that she has to put in another box and ship. It doesn't matter. If it is new and has great resale value, she knows, and I believe this too, that if the buyer wants it, they'll pay for that shipping. You know, between the box size and the shipping costs these days, it can be quite pricey, but that doesn't deter her. And it doesn't matter to her what it is. New, high value, doesn't matter what the shipping cost is. The buyer's paying it anyway. So we're finding some cool things, but not worth enough. Some unusual plates here, or platters. More ceramics, claymans. I think it's actually a dinner plate. I don't know, it's just kind of unusual. I thought these were pretty when I first saw them, but they're not old, they're repro, and they're selling them on Amazon, so I'm gonna pass. Just made an offer to buy all of these for $20. There's 37 of them. I'm going for about $8 each. One listing with quantity, love that. And then of course I identified the sweet spot of the sales. And just like the other people that I reviewed, the other ladies, items under $20 add up. From a penny up to $10, she sold 48 items. That's 6% of her sales. 27% of her sales. From $10.01 to $19.99, she sold 236 items. That's 27% of her overall sales. And 216 items sold between $20 and $29.99, which equated to 25% of her sales. And the next largest range was $30 to $39.99, and that was 14% of her sales. To me, the sweet spot is between $10 and $29.99 with either sales on or make offer or accept offers. It's a really nice store. More clothing than hard goods. But I think we did okay with what we got. That was a lot of fun, and I think I did pretty good. I bought 30 some of those towels for $20. They're valued at least $8 each plus ship. So that's how I'm gonna sell them, one listing with quantity. Always love that. Good morning,
everybody.
It's Saturday. We're heading into Golden Corral to have our breakfast. Yeah, Thank you, Janice, for buying us cups of coffee. Mark and I are here at Golden Corral. We're going to have our breakfast omelet. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Janice.
I'm sharing her strategies based upon what I can see, what I can glean from her eBay store, and the stats that I'm able to pick up on. Of course, I don't know everything going on behind the scenes. She's doing a fantastic job. And yet when YouTube shows me people who watch your videos also watch this YouTuber, she never shows up. And I don't know why. I watch her quite frequently, and I wish I could give her a shout out, but as I said, I don't want to be accused of spamming them. I don't want this video to be taken down because they file a complaint. So please, again, do not leave a comment with her username, her YouTuber name, her eBay store name. Please omit that from your comments. Feel free to share anything else that you'd like to about this video. If you learned something, if you enjoyed our shopping hauls, if you enjoyed how we pack things, and speaking of packing, I have playlists on our channel with the normal speed of packing. So check out our channel, please. Thanks for watching. I'm Vicki with Avante Avenue, and Mark and I will see you soon. Be sure to subscribe.